Alright lads, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tom Harlock and I do not have an intro, but I do have an alarmingly large amount in common with the festive period. Slightly tacky, amplified feelings of loneliness, and we both come pretty quick. Speaking of arrivals, push your contact lenses behind your eye and cancel your LASIK payment plan, because we're about to see in 2020. But before we see in the new year, I think we'd all benefit from a little bit of closure. Let's take out the rubbish. I thought it'd be a grand idea to look back at the best, the baddest, and the bizarre online moments from 2019, month by month. Before I begin, I do accept that I have only contributed a certain amount on my quest towards 1 million subscribers. But if I'm being honest, there are a lot more of you guys than there are myself. So I don't think my failure to achieve this actually falls on me. It doesn't sound like a me problem. However, I am willing to meet in the middle and say this. If you do enjoy this video at any time, leave a like, subscribe for more, and also leave me a comment, letting me know exactly what's so special about me. Speaking of special, January kicked off with Jake Paul hitting the headlines over a scandalous mystery box, encouraging his audience to nab their parents' credit cards and purchase boxes where the advertisement alluded to insane return on investment, suggesting a $10 box gets you a PlayStation something and a $100 box gets you a Calabasas mansion, whereas in reality a $10 box gets you a rag just soaked in piss, and a $100 box gets you somehow merely half a piss rag.
Could have had the Rolls Royce, man.
Mr. Jake wasn't the only YouTuber, however, to be featured in this controversy, sharing the spotlight with Rice Gum, or as I like to call him, cereal grain resin wax elastomer blend. Gives him something fun, you know, because he is very forgetful. On the subject of knobs, head of the Ace family, Austin, decided it'd be a great idea to upload a vlog featuring his daughter and a lollipop. Usual standard affair. However, the lollipop in question you'd be more inclined to find in a bedside cabinet. Speaking of, love egg, 50 million people have. And counting. On the 17th of January, a mysterious egg was uploaded to Instagram in an effort to dethrone and usurp Kylie Jenner as her position as the #1 liked photo on the platform. With over 3 million comments, the egg pinched the record and is obviously now verified and is selling merchandise, because that's the world we live in. And I absolutely love it. Love brings me to February. With Valentine's Day around the corner, it's the perfect time to reminisce on past relationships, future loves, and where you are in the world. Some people like to express their feelings via emotional poetry, like Trisha Paytas. Some people like to make very long YouTube videos calling out their friends and their ex-partners, like Trisha Paytas. Whilst the world was listening to 7 Rings by Ariana Grande, Trisha Paytas decided to list some of her least favourite things about former friends in the vlog squad.
David's on a whole other level of being an actual horrible person.
In a since deleted video, Paytas compared David Dobrik to a modern day Mr. Teddy B and accused Brandon Calvillo of starting a relationship with his girlfriend at an age where anything more than holding hands would be unlawful. Unlawful relationships lead us on to March, with the revelation that Shane Dawson may or may not have gone to town on his cat. With over 23 million subscribers and 5 billion views, Shane Dawson is synonymous with YouTube. Having been on the platform for over a decade, Dawson has really made great impact on this website. He's really sown his seed. However, that same seed was called into question in February when a snippet of his podcast went viral on Twitter.
Things I've done to my poor animals, they will never love me. I've done terrible things. I used to...
Oh no.
In the clip, Shane admitted turning a pet into a stroke, if you know what I mean. This resulted in Dawson posting, if I'm honest, the tweet of the year. I didn't cat, I didn't my cat, I didn't put my anywhere near my cat. I've never done anything weird with my cats. Honestly, play a Nicki Minaj style beat, read this out, and you'd probably have a #1 chart hit on Billboard. Other March news included Wealth magazine Forbes announcing Kylie Jenner as the world's youngest billionaire at age 21. A respectful feat for anybody, especially a young lady. Her being penned as self-made angered many people. I, for one, I'm not that upset. mainly because I want her to give me money. April is known for showers, however. The drama was in the desert, baby, with Coachella and resident YouTube makeup man James Charles. After getting swamped within the festival, Jimmy C decided to reach out to fellow pointless person Nikita Dragon. James ended up promoting supplement brand Sugar Bear Hair on his Instagram stories in exchange for artist passes. This of course wouldn't be an issue, unless your best friend and mentor happened to have recently launched a supplement brand of which Sugar Bear Hair was their #1 competitor. Also in April, Avengers Endgame broke records and the hashtag sub to PewDiePie meme was declared finished by the man himself after a series of antisocial and honestly horrific events.
It's something that started off as a way to keep me as the #1 most subscribed channel on YouTube. This movement started out of love and support, so let's end it with that.
However, the battle of the year does not go to Felix versus the Indian media company, or even the Purple Man versus Scarlett Johansson and friends, because little did James know, shilling those vitamin gummies would open up a can of industrial-sized tapeworms. Hello May, bye sister, ding ding, round 1. In May, Tati Westbrook, owner of Halo Supplements and big sister figure to James Charles, uploaded a 40-minute video titled Bye Sisters. Amassing 50 million views within a week, Tati describes situations where James manipulated fans of his, had inappropriate conversations at her birthday meal.
I had to call every one of them up the next morning and apologize on your behalf because it was so uncomfortable.
And a general feeling of mistrust due to his collaboration with her biggest market competitor.
So I've been taking these 30 minutes before bed and they've been really helping.
The video sparked the infamous Dramageddon 2.0, with Jeffree Star involving himself, threatening to expose more of James Charles. These plans were quickly shut down with the release of one of the biggest videos on YouTube this year, No More Lies.
In Tati's video, she discusses many of the different reasons as to why she was choosing to close a chapter in her life that I was heavily involved in, making many of our private issues very public.
The retaliation video from James debunked some of Tati's claims and seemingly stopped the boat from rocking, at least for the moment. Also in May, Cody co-grabbed headlines for disliking Minions. Cody is known for his That's Cringe YouTube series, Tiny Meat Gang musical project, and most importantly, being a little old meanie.
Move over, James Charles.
Logan Paul, who had had a pretty sleepy 2019 thus far, took time out of his hectic schedule as a living example of hair that shouldn't exist to be critiqued by Cody.
I watched that one. He's dressed up as a minion.
The retaliation, however, was not taken by Logan, but his younger brother Jake Paul.
Who signed off on that?
I can't imagine like being a human and having this much hatred inside.
Honestly, the controversies surrounding the Paul brothers do make me wonder, and worried. I hope there's not a third brother hiding in the bushes. After the first baby, the Paul parents should have been charged with antisocial behaviour orders. Despite all the problems and hostility in the world, I think we could all mutually agree we don't need any more Paul brothers. Mutual agreement is my very thin segue into June, because absolutely everybody concluded that Jaclyn Hill was a massive train wreck. Debuting her beauty brand Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, unfortunately, the response was, well, the complete opposite of my knob swab. Absolutely negative. Because once customers started receiving their products, issues started presenting themselves.
If you haven't been on the internet for the last few days, I'm shocked to say it, but something that Jaclyn Hill released garnered a little bit of criticism.
Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics was quickly declared an unsanitary flop. Unsanitary seemed to be June's buzzword, with ice cream giant Bluebell receiving an onslaught of negative publicity when a 17-year-old woman uploaded a video of herself in a Lufkin, Texas Walmart. After the ice cream liquor went viral, naturally a trend was born, with idiots up and down America completing the ice cream challenge. I have a challenge for you, impressionable youth of today. It's called the Education Challenge, where you go to school and you learn things and you try not to become a monetary abscess, sucking the patience out of society. Tacky attention grabs bring us on to July. Here comes the bride. She can't face tune in real life. YouTube's favourite walking split end, Tana Mongo, decided to add to her ever-growing list of moral defamation by defecating on the, albeit debatable, sanctity of marriage. Her spouse? Jake Paul. Obviously, in a $500,000 ceremony in Las Vegas that took place in the self-titled graffiti mansion. Honestly, that's all you need to know. I respect your brain cells far too much. Turns out, shocker, it was all produced for the cameras and never legally binding. Speaking of, could I possibly interest you in a scripted digital MTV series centred around the aforementioned faux wedding masquerading as a TV show? Me neither. Moving on. With the help of Shane Dawson, animatronic monster high doll Eugenia Cooney made her return to YouTube after a health-related hiatus. And honestly, thank God. We lost MySpace, we can't lose you too. Welcome back, mate. And that brings us on to August. August was the month of illusions, starting with Nikita Dragon. Dragon is a YouTuber best known for wearing monochromatic outfits. Revolutionary. But she found herself in hot water this month when it was revealed that her boyfriend, Mr. Indescribable Instagram Man, was actually on her payroll.
How much did you pay him to be your boyfriend?
Originally hired to advertise Nikita's encrusted egg, Senor Piercing Eyes went on to star in the Oscar entry for Best Picture, Boyfriend Q&A in a Lambo. Unfortunately, the award went to probably the most gripping telenovela of the decade, The Vapid Romance of Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. With the collaborative effort Senorita storming the charts, the pop starlets opted for the tried and tested method of a faux romance, resulting in larger public investment and therefore increased sales. Classic marketing that we all completely saw through. Other August rumours included the obscure notion that I turned 36 years old. Honestly, here's the thing with rumours. Just because I start them doesn't necessarily mean they're true. September next, and if there's one thing I can say with my whole entire chest, Lele Pons is Latina. In September, I had my eyes open to Lele's struggle when I opted to review her debut best-selling Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, How to Survive High School. Cripplingly emotional, technically brilliant, the literacy, the activism, honestly, Malcolm, Nelson, Marsha, Rosa, they all walked so Lele could run. Well, Rosa took the bus, but that's besides the point. In other September news, do you remember the 16th night of September, where Lily Sing's late night talk show debuted, and it had flop reviews? Failing to put the bi in bilingual, Lily Sings couldn't translate her declining young YouTube audience into a 1 AM cable show. Personally, I believe Lily should stick to doing what she does best. Wearing snapbacks. Questioning other life forms, an Area 51 raid flopped, and questioning in general, Trisha Paytas decided she wanted a few more extra column inches when she revealed her concern regarding her female presentation. It's October time, ladies and gents, the month of spooks and ghouls and de-seeding and reseeding pumpkins. On the subject of seed, Austin Broom from the Ace family got himself in trouble when rumours of assault and adultery stemmed from yet another dramatic makeup person, Cole Carrigan. In a situation containing more twists than my tongue saying Barcelona, there are so many more details in this case than I honestly care about. None of these people deserve rights. Moving on, is this a haunted house? Perhaps an abandoned shopping centre? Nope, just Nikita Dragon's pop-up store. Riding the backlash wave due to blagging about having a rent-a-fella, the abysmal turnout for the October 5th Beverly Center meet and greet left Nikita Dragon, yet again, fabricating another false narrative. This time with a doctored advertisement. But hey, she's wearing various tones of the same shade, so I guess we should just make her a millionaire for no reason, eh? Speaking of real-life nightmares, DC's feature-length comic book creation ensured every Weatherspoons on Halloween housed more awful jokers than the Escape the Night writer's room. November now, and it was time for round 2 between British acronym KSI and Logan Paul. Boxing at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, KSI was eventually declared the winner.
Yeah, I lost. I've been saying this in my interviews you guys may have seen. I just don't feel like I lost.
However, neither were left with room to complain when reportedly the white-collar fight earned both boys millions. And honestly, thank God, because they only have an estimated combined net worth of $40 million. we have to start eating the rich. On the subject of wealth, $10 million is the estimated take-home revenue for Shane Dawson after his summer-long advertising campaign for his Jeffree Star collaboration. The conspiracy palette, the complementing cosmetics, and the merch line caused e-commerce provider Shopify to collapse under the weight of traffic. In an exclusive statement offered only to my channel, Shane had this to say: "Our palette is perfect for any look. Day glam, a cut crease, even a cat eye." I advise Shane to stray away from using cat and crease in the same sentence. Speaking of sentences, having narrowly avoided one in the past, Curtis Lepore was unfortunately raised from hell when Gabby Hanna mentioned his name 3 times in a DM to a young fan. In an effort to defame Smiles and make teenagers like her, Gabby found herself in trouble when Jessie retaliated with a video, suggesting the artist formerly known as The Gabby Show was not quite the sweet, innocent, caring, vulnerable woman she portrayed herself as.
Gabby has crossed the line completely, and I don't know what else to do than this. I don't know what else to do than to just like use my voice and tell you guys what's going on.
I have a sordid past that makes me a little bit...
December provided some much needed audio relief from the deafening sound of YouTubers howling for relevancy, with the release of Harry Styles' second album. A commercial success, Styles found himself selling close to 500,000 copies. Proving more difficult to chart was Harry's previous 1D bandmate Liam Payne.
Who is Liam Payne? I ask myself this question every single day.
With the release of his debut album LP1, Payne found himself under fire for his antiquated lyrics and generic style. Selling under 10,000 copies, Payne proved there's a fine line between admiration and objectification, and the only thing going both ways is his career. On the subject of flops, bring out the garms. It's time for the 9th annual Streamy Awards. If you're not too sure what the Streamy Awards are, who on earth did you offer yourself to in order to gain that immunity? Either way, I'm about to ruin it for you. My gift to you will always be painful knowledge. Centered around online media, personalities from YouTube and beyond gather to celebrate how incapable we are of recognising talent as a community, apparently. With the usual awkward acceptance speeches and technical gaffes, the 2019 awards were particularly noted as being rigged. The authenticity of the public vote was called into question when the recipient of the awards were questionable and turned out they were being bought.
Nikita Dragon!
Of course, it's not unknown for ceremonies to be sponsored and submissions to be limited in a tangible capacity, i.e. to be paid for. However, the want and the need for a sensible, honest, handsome man to be the voice offering such critique, well, it was gargantuan. And luckily, I'm more than willing to give you guys a mouthful. Good evening and welcome to the first ever Wow, a Naturally Keen YouTuber Awards. Presented, voted, hosted and attended by me, Tom Harlock. The nominees for the Wow, a Naturally Keen YouTuber Award for Biggest Survivor are Tanner Mongoose manager Jordan, for putting up with her when she acted like this around his family.
Is this for show?
No,
there are children.
I really don't care.
Absolutely anybody who had to watch the 2019 movie Cats. Or Ethan from H3H3 when he took on the BTS fans.
I don't get BTS.
K-pop.
They look like they're just a bunch of... How did this become a thing?
And the winner is... me! For having to relive all of these terrible memories. And it's come with its own badge. Wow! And handy sellotape. Wow, I'd like to thank my friends, my family, but first things first, I'm not a number, I'm a human being. And that concludes the first ever annual Wow, a Naturally Keen YouTuber Awards, presented, hosted, attended, voted and won by me, Tom Harlock. And that brings us to the end of the year. Time flies when you're hilarious and informative. I hope I have made your year a little bit more bearable, as you have mine. No matter how intangible it is to myself, I do know that 900,000 people is an awful lot of people, and although I can't please all of you at all times because there's no accounting for taste, the general feeling of you guys wanting me to reach my 30s, it means an awful lot, and it's definitely not lost on me, so thank you so much. Be sure to like this video if you did and subscribe for more. Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts and feelings. Give out some wankies of your own. How was 2019 for you? Did you lose the will to live? Do you have traumatic memories? Relive them all down below in the comments for my entertainment. See you soon, bye bye.